$110 million. She just recently purchased a home that's worth over $150 million. I believe this is a statistic for Taylor Swift's newly purchased home. I mean, it's just incredible just how much Taylor Swift has done with her career and her life. I don't even think she expected to have this much success. I think it was just done on a trial and error basis when she was discovered. She recorded a couple of singles, as I just mentioned, uploaded them to YouTube. She's been singing ever since the age of 11 years old, has had a passion for music and what she does more than anybody else that I've ever seen in this genre or this line of work. And I think that, devotion and dedication are some ways of defining Taylor Swift's career. Now, you as a fan of Taylor Swift, if you've clicked on this video on YouTube, there you see her accepting the award for Artist of the Year. What is one word that comes to mind when defining the career of Taylor Swift? Some words that come to my mind are astonishing, mind-blowing, very successful. Obviously, there are so many ways you can put over Taylor Swift, but in your opinion, speaking from your perspective, what is the one true way of defining the career of Taylor Swift? I know I've talked about this to the ends of the earth on this YouTube channel. This is probably going to sound like the 500th time that I'm putting over Taylor Swift. But if you look back on her career in sort of a year in review on Taylor Swift alone, I mean, she has had the most successful year that anyone in the entertainment industry has had, from artists to actors to actresses. I mean, she has done an incredible amount. Not only is she singing, but she's also acting. She's making appearances on TV shows. She's making appearances on daytime talk shows. She's doing charitable functions. She's doing it all. And I think that 2014 is going to be filled with Taylor Swift making headlines in the entertainment industry and probably doing things that we never even thought possible for Taylor Swift to do. But what it's going to come down to is Taylor Swift maintaining that image that she's maintained for years, a very positive image for young audiences, which is something that I can't give Taylor Swift enough credit for, because oftentimes artists who appeal to young audiences change up their images, like Miley Cyrus did in 2012, 2013, very provocative performances from her with Robin Thicke at recent award shows. That video made YouTube all 150 million times, and it was a very provocative year for Miley, very skeptical year for Miley Cyrus. But I think that Taylor Swift definitely outperformed Miley this year and outperformed a lot of artists when trying to convey a very positive image. And with all the skepticism surrounding a lot of artists like Miley Cyrus and Robin Thicke as a prime example, which I documented earlier this past year on our YouTube channel, I mean, you got to give Taylor Swift the benefit of the doubt, because oftentimes we see celebrities changing up their image to trying to get noticed, and Taylor Swift didn't necessarily have to do that. Taylor Swift put herself over in her own unique way, and she put herself in a completely separate category from other artists who kind of try to stray away from what brought them to the dance. And Taylor Swift hasn't done that. Yes, she changed up a little bit of her vocal presentation, recording songs that we haven't heard Taylor Swift record before, like We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together, which was the first of songs that were followed by I Knew You Were Trouble and 22 off the album Red, released in 2012. And I'm expecting a very successful album to drop in 2014 from Taylor Swift, an album that we have never heard before, with singles that we have never heard Taylor Swift cut before, and singles we wouldn't expect as Taylor Swift fans. We know Taylor Swift is someone who writes a song about past relationships she's been involved in, from Jake Gyllenhaal to Joe Jonas, and if you're a boyfriend of Taylor Swift who she recently broke up with, you're bound to make the Billboard charts with a hit single. That is one positive thing. We've known Taylor Swift to write a lot of singles about past relationships that she's had, but I think she's going to kind of get away from that. There was one album that she released with every single having a different message for someone she was involved with in a relationship on a personal basis, but I think she's going to kind of get away from that in 2014, and when she drops a new album by 2014, 2015, it's going to sound very different from Taylor Swift, and it's going to be a reprieve that we've been waiting for Taylor Swift from quite some time now. Red was a little bit of a reprieve, but we did get the same kind of messages from previous albums of Taylor Swift, like Fearless and her debut album, which of course was Taylor Swift featuring the single Tim McGraw. Different kind of sound from Taylor Swift, but it's the same kind of lyrics from previous singles that we've heard from Taylor Swift. So I want to get a different sound from Taylor Swift and a different message for every single on the album, which she will debut in 2014, 2015. I'm looking forward to hearing a new sound from Taylor Swift, along with that same kind of image which she has conveyed for a number of years under Big Machine Records, who have done a phenomenal job promoting Taylor Swift, and she has been rewarded for all the success that she's had, taking home Artist of the Year. This is not the first time that Taylor Swift has brought home the biggest award in entertainment history, and this is not the first time she's had this kind of success. Does it surprise me that she was acknowledged as Artist of the Year in 2013? No, it doesn't. If you were to say to me Taylor Swift has won Artist of the Year 2 or 3 days ago, I would look at you and say, what else is new in the entertainment industry? It does not surprise me at all, as a radio host and columnist for over 15 years, that Taylor Swift has done this. You can pretty much determine who's going to be Artist of the Year by the year that they had before winning the award. It can come down to 3 or 4, and you can kind of debate between these 3 or 4 individuals as to who's going to be Artist of the Year. It can be any artist from any genre of music, but Taylor Swift, after making so many transitions, after doing so much outside of music and doing so much outside of entertainment with charitable functions, I mean, she is very deserving of this. And I've talked to a lot of people who find Taylor Swift to be extremely irritable, and I don't know, because I've always given Taylor Swift the benefit of the doubt, and to say that she's an irritable person by how she's changed up her image, trying to sound a little bit different, I would be jumping to a conclusion, and we often do that in the entertainment industry. We don't give someone the benefit of the doubt because they do something that seems a little bit scandalous, like the Miley Robin Thicke performance a couple of months ago. Because they do something scandalous, immediately we're jumping down their throat without giving them the benefit of the doubt, without getting a logical explanation, and I think that Taylor Swift is someone who does not deserve to be criticized with how much success that she's had. You can say what you want, but at the end of the day, when all the smoke is cleared, all the dust is settled, Taylor Swift is your Artist of the Year, and she is taking home the biggest acknowledgments in entertainment, the biggest acknowledgments that anyone can have dawned upon them in the entertainment industry, and that to me indicates a very probable future for Taylor Swift and all of her fans. Not only will Taylor Swift witness the best years of her career, but her fans will be along for the ride, and you can check it all out at TaylorSwift.com. Her latest album, Red, features singles like, of course, Red, which is the title track from the album, obviously, 22, We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together, and Everything's Changed, featuring American Idol winner Ed Sheeran. What an incredible ballad that one is, and I didn't expect that one to make the Billboard charts in 2013, but it got in a high position on the Billboard charts, and it's going to be on the year-end chart by the time that it is released. What an incredible year it's been for Taylor Swift. Not only did she record singles with Ed Sheeran, but she had Highway Don't Care with Tim McGraw on the country charts. That hit the #1 spot very fastly and probably quicker than any other single that Taylor Swift released in 2013. There were so many singles, and along with solo songs that she's released, it joins, of course, songs like We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together, which was the first of a trend, I Knew You Were Trouble, and 22, which were some hit singles for Taylor Swift from a solo perspective. But duet-wise, I think Taylor Swift had the most success because of songs with Tim McGraw, Ed Sheeran, and a number of other artists. Of course, Fall Out Boy. You can download the single where they combine a song from Fall Out Boy and Taylor Swift in a joint performance at the Victoria's Secret fashion show on YouTube. Of course, they combined this Taylor Swift song along with My Songs Know What You Did in the Dark. What an incredible collaboration that was. But when you talk about duets, I think hands down Taylor Swift had the most success. So if you want my opinion from a solo or a duet perspective, Taylor Swift takes it home with duet performances with Tim McGraw and, of course, Ed Sheeran for Everything's Changed off the album Red, which we play all the time here on HEW Entertainment Radio, which, by the way, you can see music videos of on our Facebook and Twitter at facebook.com/HEW Entertainment, and on our Twitter at Jonathan Clarke1. As I previously mentioned for you, the Victoria's Secret Fashion Show and the AMA 2013 award shows are on our Facebook, Twitter, and, of course, our Google video blog, which is Cheap Shots from Jonathan Clarke. All you have to do is search us up on Google, and we have thousands of views on our Google video blog. We also invite you to register for our form on the official website of HEW Entertainment. It takes about 90 seconds to sign up for our form. Once you sign up for our form, you can join on the conversation on our website and heard on this radio show. Of course, just click on discussion forum for that. And I want to know what your favorite Taylor Swift moments have been from 2012, 2013, for the better part of the last, I'll say, 2 years, because she's had an incredible ride to the top of the Billboard charts and, of course, to the top of the entertainment industry. She's certainly one of the top 5 most discussed celebrities in the world right now, and she's been put over as the biggest star in the world. And do you agree with that statement that was recently given at one of the award shows that Taylor Swift performed, that she was described as one of the biggest stars in the world? That was prior to a performance back to December, which she performed at the American Music Award show a couple of years ago. She was described as the biggest star in the world, and I'm starting to believe that Taylor Swift is the biggest star in the world, with all the awards she's recently won, with all the performances she's recently given, with all the charitable functions she's been involved with over the years. Taylor Swift is, in my opinion, the biggest star in the world. And tell me if you agree with that. There were a lot of Taylor Swift video archives on our YouTube channel in celebration of her recent success at youtube.com/JonathanClarke22. For some of you, this may sound like the 500th time that I've talked about Taylor Swift, and you may be saying to yourself, give it a rest, because you've talked about Taylor Swift more than enough. She's really overrated on this radio show. I have this to say to you: you don't understand how much success Taylor Swift has had and how much she needs to be put over. Yes, you may be describing her as someone who's overrated because of all the songs that she's written that sounds the same, with the different kind of messages that the songs have that sound the same. But even though she's overrated and although she's often criticized, you have to give her the benefit of the doubt, which I am doing, as we offer our congratulations to Taylor Swift for an incredible year in 2013. And I wish Taylor Swift all the best in 2014, which I'm expecting to be an even bigger and far more successful year for her than 2013 ever was. I know it's hard to believe that a new year is finally here, 2014. We just recently kicked it off with Marianas Trench and Fallout off their album Ever After. And when we come back from this brief commercial break, I'll have Fall Out Boy and My Songs Know What You Did in the Dark. And I want to know what you guys think of some of the songs that we played in 2013 and some of the newer songs that we recently started playing here on our radio show as we head into 2014. What an incredible year this is looking to be for both professional wrestling and entertainment, and we're going to try to talk about so much from week to week on our radio show as we strive to improve this radio show, which of course has been a part of HW Entertainment, which is a website that came into fruition in 1999 and is in our 15th season in 2014. In August of this year, we'll celebrate 15 years of HW Entertainment. And I want to know what you guys think of this radio show and this website, so give me your feedback at the bottom of this YouTube video by leaving us some comments, and of course by sending us a message on our Facebook at HW Entertainment and sending us a tweet on Twitter at JonathanClarke1. Let us know if you want us to continue playing some of the songs that we recently premiered for you on HW Entertainment Radio. Fall Out Boy is next with My Songs Know What You Did in the Dark. This was a part of the Victoria's Secret 2013 fashion show. You can see the entire show on our Facebook page at HW Entertainment and on our Twitter at JonathanClarke1. They are next when we come back.
When something takes place in the world of professional wrestling, you know where to go. WrestleZone.com. WrestleZone.com.